Welcome back to the Playmakers Podcast. Mo Jackson, of course, alongside Derek Dyer. We have the man of the day, Coach Marc Vitticore, Fairport head coach, at the Power 50 Showcase. It was a great event. The kids came out and competed. It was a live atmosphere. The guys were really tuned in. They loved every minute of it. Coach Vitticore, first of all, thanks for being on the podcast, my man.
Thank you so
And
much.
thanks for putting on an event.
Thanks.
This event was awesome.
Yeah.
Just talking a little bit about the event. What sparked, what light bulb went off in your head and made you want to do this in the first place?
I'm one of those crazy research nerds who likes to I reverse engineer everything that I do. I want to know, how does everything work from the inside out. I've renovated homes. I've done all these things where I want to know why is it that recruiting in Texas, Pennsylvania, New Jersey is this way, and what is it like in New York? What really are they doing behind closed doors that we don't know about? So what sparked it is the existence of something like this wasn't in New York, but it's in other states. The existence of, there's things that we do in New York that they do in other states. Player development is happening in our state. Is it happening all across New York? It's not. And you can see that tonight. You can see it today. Your roster it's happening. It's happening in some pockets, but it needs to happen more. Right. I think for me, I wanted a way to shine a light on the coaches, our state, in a way that everybody could access. It was free, and you can't do everything free, but this one we really wanted to do free because I didn't want a player who deserved to have a chance to be evaluated to sit home and say, well, I can't make the drive and I can't afford it. Right. So okay, well then we can make that work. We can figure it out, creatively. So yeah, the dream came from just figuring out what are other states doing? Why are they beating us?
Exactly.
I don't see us competing with other schools. People are obsessed with sectional titles, league titles. I mean, I love to win. I want to compete. You guys, you're competitive, but we're so obsessed with that we miss the ball sometimes on how do we help our state compete with other states. So I see us all as being on the same team. Personally, MJ school, CTC, NLB, powertrain, want to get fat. Everybody's doing their part, and they have been for a long time, to try to help our kids. And I just named off a bunch in Rochester because that's where I'm from, but I know there's more in other states, or other areas of the state, and I'm just one small part of it. The real focal point tonight is the kids that made the drive and that got after it. And, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, it definitely was.
It was fun.
One thing I can say is, it was just fun to see this much New York State talent in one spot.
Yeah.
Usually you go to these regional things or you go to these area things and you might see two guys that's they stand out different.
Oh, you're right.
But today you look and you said, wow, it opened my eyes to how much talent we actually have in New York State. Yeah. It's okay, we're gonna have to go to a lot of games this year at the Playmakers Podcast,
awesome. That's awesome.
So that was awesome. Talk a little bit about your coaching staff, because I think that you had some excellent coaches here with knowledge that can give back, and they seemed like they was all ready to just expand the state and make the state more exposure. More exposure. So talk a little bit about your coaching staff and how you got that.
I mean, first of all, the coaching staff made it run. I'm standing around, blowing a whistle, sort of organizing it behind the scenes, but they did the hard work, and the kids did the hard work. And when you're trying to build a staff like this, Coach Kinder was the first positions coach that I went and found. And you know why? Because he and I had never met. It's an interesting story. We never met. But I was watching his videos and how he was coaching his player development in his world. And I was watching these Class C kids get bullied. One of his kids, the Class C kid, gets a Division I offer to Rutgers. I'm going, what is he doing over there, and how is he doing it? But you can see that he's a hungry coach. So I'm looking for the coaches that are the hungriest, the most fire, that are technicians, they're master craftsmen of what they do, and they're, in New York we got some good ones. And Coach Monticelli, the defensive line, lives for this stuff. He would tell me to do an indie period for development, all day. He was always mad at me in practice for blowing the whistle, for blowing the group and team. But all of those guys, Jay and Coach Mullen, the linebackers coach. We found a coach. A couple guys, or young guys, had never really coached. Our receivers guy, who's played at Stepanak, also played at Brockport. He's a first-year coach at Fairport for me.
Nice.
But you watch him; he's so hungry. The way he wants it. He's studying tape. We want those guys coaching in New York. We want guys that they don't think they've got it all figured out. They're going to go to clinics and they're going to watch videos and they're going to go to places and learn new things. So that's how we built the staff, was, based on their intangibles, and then moving to, do they really love the game and can they teach it in an environment like
That's
that?
what it's about. Can you communicate what you need to communicate to the kids? And get them to buy into it.
Agreed.
I agree, man. The staff you had, they were exceptional. Especially Coach Kennedy. He was detailed.
Yes.
Coming from
Syracuse,
it's expected of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just the way it goes. When you got former players that come out here with the passion that you have, it all comes together really, really nicely. He took it to another level for the guys, and he forced the other coaches to take it to that same level. So you definitely had a good group of guys come out here and help you out with the showcase. It went smooth as it can be. And like I said, man, it was a pleasure to be here. It was really a pleasure to be here, sit back and watch people compete.
I appreciate it.
One thing I want to wrap this up with, Mark, you said something that hit the nail on the coffin. We're all in this together.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
We're all in this together. We're all
Yes.
attacking this in different points of views in different ways. But we're all trying to breed New York State to be a better place, right? And I love that. That's how you welcomed us. We reached out to you and you was like, come on. You don't even ask twice. Come again. So that's where we tried to do this podcast, to bridge that gap. And the things that you're doing, you're helping reinforce that. And whatever you need, Playmakers Podcast, MJ School, we're here for you.
I got one
This is
thing
awesome.
to not really correct you, the things we're doing.
We're doing. Yes.
We're doing,
Thank
right?
you. Thank you, Mark.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
man.
you guys.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks
hey,
so much for
Power
being
50, Prospect, New York. Can't wait till next year to do this again.
Yeah, it's great.
Mark, awesome staff. Great job, and good luck this year.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Playmakers Podcast, baby. We're working.